right, man. Let's talk about Eastside Cruz. He won the belt off of Rollie. I think most people thought he was gonna win that fight, and I think it was over with once he showed he was able to take Rollie punch and was able to hurt Rollie. So yeah, I think he showed it was over with at that point. Um, but he won the title last night, man, and most people think we headed for a Gervonta Tank Davis rematch. And also, I'll talk about him versus the field. Okay. Now, as far as him and the Gervonta, as far as him and the Gervonta Davis rematch, I mean, Tank said he was coming up to 140 pounds soon, but I'm not sure if that's immediately in the cards. Because if Tank go ahead and fight him for a rematch, guess what? That means then people gonna want to see him fight Matias. I know Matias is with Matchroom. People even gonna want to watch him fight the David Haney fight. People gonna want to see him in there with Teofimo Lopez. So he ain't willing to make those type of fights and try to make that type of commitment to fighting those guys. Then I believe people. I think if he fight Cruz and big Cruz in the rematch, which Cruz got an amazing chin. He took some great shots last night and get hurt none. That was a huge deciding factor. Then people gonna want to see that. So Tank ain't gonna be able to hide. If Tank get a belt now, he probably go up to 40, get a belt, and drop the belt, and say I'm bigger than the belts. And that may be the case. Because a lot of his fans justify him not fighting the best. You know, a lot of his fans justify him not fighting the best. So maybe but I think people really gonna start looking at him funny if he go to 140, get a title off Cruz, and then don't want to unify with nobody. So there's gonna be a lot of pressure on him to get in there and unify um, with the other 140-pound title holders, which is Sabril Matias, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin Haney. Especially that Devin Haney fight, if he able to get Bryce Ryan Garcia and continue to win. So I think a lot of people are going to want to see that. I think a lot of people are going to want to see that. So, that's on him. That's something that he got to make happen. That's something that he got to make happen. So, but do I feel like we could be headed for that rematch? Absolutely. I think you'll be headed for a title fight and him dropping the title if Tank win. That's what I think you headed for. You ain't gonna fight those top guys. If you got to put a rehydration clause on, if he got to put a rehydration clause on what's the kid's name? Uh, Ryan Garcia. You think he ain't gonna try to handicap Devin Haney, Sabril Matias, and those guys, and Teofimo Lopez? Absolutely. So that's one thing where I'm kind of really hesitant to say that you know that a rematch is imminent between him and Tank. And if it is, Tank Davis ain't got no he ain't gonna hold that belt. He gonna get up out of there. He gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get him about. They gonna drop that belt real quick. Real quick. Real quick. But I think it's a fight that people probably gonna want to see now. But but the problem is he still ain't never been the main event. He still ain't been the main event. So they got to get that together. They got to get that together. But him and Tanker might be it might be imminent that they fight next. That might be the next thing they do. That might be the next thing they do. But I think Tank can do better the second time versus Eastside Cruz. Not sure he can knock out Cruz because Cruz can take a punch. He took some huge shots from Rollie last night. No diddy. He took some huge shots. So, but yeah, we might be headed down that road and should be a fun fight again. But as far as seeing these guys unify with anybody, I don't think that's gonna be the case. I don't think you're gonna see that. But Eastside Cruz versus the field. I mean, him and Sabril Matias might be the best fight possible at the division. That's a barn burner. That's an action packed war. I think Matias might be too big, too strong for him, but Eastside Cruz got a good chin. But I think Matias is probably physically a little bit too big for him. But hey, that'd be a really, really fun fight. That'd probably be the best fight to make in the division, to be real. That's probably the best fight to make in the division, bar none. That's gonna be a firefight, in my opinion. That's gonna be a firefight. You know, so that's just my opinion. That shit gonna be a firefight, for real, for real. But T.O., I think he tailor made for T.O. He don't utilize the jab. T.O. really in the jabber, but T.O. thrive on guys. T.O. thrive on guys coming forward. So I think he fooled for a guy like Teofimo Lopez. And then I think him and Devin Haney probably box him, but he got an opportunity to beat Devin Haney. I think that's the second most possible. That might be his best chance to get the victory in the division. That might be his second best chance to get a victory in the decision because I think it might be his best. I don't see him beat Matias just the way he fight. He got the durability, but do we got the power and everything else and the refined skills to do so? Devin Haney might give him the best chance because all they do is score these fights for the aggressor. He picked Devin Haney to beat Ryan Garcia too, because all they do is score these fights for the aggressor. That's all they do. They score these fights for the aggressor. That's it. They score these fights for the aggressor. So once you start kind of like speaking on that and talking from that aspect, that aspect point of view, uh, that's all they do. So, but yeah, I think all them fights would be fun. I think all those fights would be fun for real, for real. I think all those fights would be fun for him. I think Devin Haney gave him the best possible chance of winning. You know, but yeah, let me know what y'all think about it. About who he got the best opportunity. I think the best fight in the division is him and Matias, just from a fanfare standpoint of view. Um, you know, but I think the most winnable fight for him is Devin Haney. I think he tailor made for Sabril. He tailor made for T.O. as far as the title list. I think for Devin Haney, he come forward. He gonna get outboxed anyway. But this thing, they always like scoring for the aggressor, and he got a puncher's chance, and he got a stylistic chance to beat Devin Haney just because they scored for the aggressor, and you know he's gonna try to make Devin Haney uncomfortable, which makes that fight kind of hard, real hard for him. he don't utilize a jab. And Devin Haney's jab is gonna be there all day, and it's gonna be hard for him to get by that jab. So it's gonna be a lot of head movement, or he got to utilize his jab. And then what he gonna try to do is just counter Devin Haney's jab over the top. Devin Haney is so rangy as a fighter that that's gonna make it really, really tough on him to really fight. So it's all tough fights for him. I mean, maybe he may go back down to 135. You know what I'm saying? And then challenge for Tank title. You know, but yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.